Hi, everybody. Okay, so today I want to talk about a very, very common thing that those of us who have lived with symptoms of dis-ease, um, something that we do that interrupts the healing process, that interrupts our body's ability to repair. It's super common, and I did this for years, and it took me a really long time to be like, wait a second, maybe that doesn't make sense, right? So. Um, Right, we all know, those of us who have lived with dis-ease, um, we know that when we get a good day, we want to jump into it. We take advantage of it. We get so excited about it, right? It's like there's relief, there's excitement, and there's a certain sense of like, well, now I got to get it all done. There's a pressure, right? So either it's the to-do list that's been piling up, or it's um, I finally feel well. I want to hang out with friends. I want to go do things. I want to be out and about. And that makes a lot of sense, right? Because we haven't been able to for so long, or we haven't been feeling well in so long. And all of a sudden you get some energy and feel like yourself again, and you just want to jump right back in it. Not just jump right back in, but almost like take advantage while you can. Well, tomorrow might not be a good day. I might not function tomorrow. I might not be able to see tomorrow. So I better do it all today. And especially when I've been a public speaker since I was a kid. And I used to talk about that as such a positive. I used to talk about that as, such a beautiful perspective that, I would seize every moment, because if I'm feeling well now and I might not tomorrow, then I better jump at that opportunity. It's a beautiful perspective. Here's the problem with it. Here's how it's actually harming the body's ability to heal and to repair. When our body gives us a good day, it's also the body communicating, right? We're always in that relationship. I talk about this all the time, right? The body, I want you to always see the body as a separate entity. You're in relationship with this, other being essentially. And you're on top of your wellness, hopefully, right? I'm hoping if you're at all in this vibe with me, then it's not just about disease management, it's about harnessing wellness, right? So there you are, taking the steps to invite wellness into your life, giving your body the building blocks to have to open its natural capacity to heal, um, and and then all of a sudden you start to see, oh, I can breathe here, right? You start to get some space. You start to have some decent moments. Maybe you do get that good day. Well, that's that day, that good day is your body signaling, yes, there is repair happening. I like what you're doing. Please keep doing what you're doing. It's such a temptation on that good day. It's like so tempting for us to utilize that, to soak it up, to seize it. And we need to do the exact opposite. It's on that day that you feel really well that you need to continue to do what you were doing to get to that stage. And you might be thinking, yeah, but I haven't done anything the last 2 weeks because I wasn't feeling well. But maybe in the time that you weren't getting out of bed because you weren't feeling well, you were resting enough that gave your body a chance to start a healing process, to start a repair process. So instead of getting like running around that day, pause, keep doing what you're doing, right? I'm not saying you have to stay in bed, but make sure you do your meditation that day. Whatever it is that like keeps you on point, do it, right? Give your body extra space that day. Give yourself extra breath that day, right? That's the day to rest. That's the day to go into recovery. That's the day to harness wellness, not the day to seize to do everything, so that you get more of those days, right? And that means that for a while, you might not be running around, even though you're finally having energy again. But again, this is a relationship. So, on the one hand, like just on a very basic physiological level, we like if you go hit the body as soon as it's feeling better, even a little bit, right? It's like a much easier way to think about this is people who have a cold, right? For those of us who, for people who've been living with symptoms for years, it's very hard. It's like, what? But I've been doing this for months. How could you be telling me this? Think about a friend who has a cold, or that colleague at the office. They keep showing up sick. It drags out, right? Or the person who stays in bed for 3 days, starts to feel better, shows up at the office again, the next day is out, sick again, right? They shouldn't have showed up to the office that day, even though they were already in bed for 3 days. If day 4 started to feel a little bit better, day 4 is the most important day to rest, right? Because you're starting to turn the corner. Let the body be, let it do its thing. It's showing you that it can do it, it's showing you that it is possible. Let it go, right? Let it be, stay out of the way. And then, day 5, you might start having even more energy. Let it be, let it continue to repair, right? So I know it's very different when we're talking about someone with a cold, right, versus chronic illness. I get that. And there's a lot more principles around all of this, right, which I teach in my program. But if this is just like one little thing that you can take today, is I don't want you in the mentality that this might be the one day you feel well for the next 2 months. We want to harness a mentality that no, you are going to live a healthy and vibrant life. And this is just a really nice message from your body that it's possible. So play the long game, right? And know that you could have another healthy day again soon. So give yourself a break on this day. Let yourself rest. Invite a friend over, watch a movie, whatever it is. Go for the walk. That's cool. Great. But don't push all of a sudden, right? That's just not fair. Now that your body's like actually, again, turning a corner or showing some relief. Um, One of my clients put it really well this week. He said it's almost like having scarcity mentality. When we feel like resources are scarce, we hold on to them. And when we feel like we could get them again, when we're in an abundance mentality, things flow. We allow it to flow, right? So if you were to think like, well, if I have money in the bank, am I like, what's my mindset around that? Do I feel like I might not make more, and so if I'm going to do this thing, I got to do it now? Or do you feel like, yeah, you know what, I can always make another $100, no big deal. So to know that your body can do it that day, remind yourself that means it's possible. That means it can do it again. So use that opportunity to give it even more of a boost, even more healing, even more repair, even more rest, right? Even more support and self-love, all of that on that day. Gratitude, you have to really, really show appreciation and gratitude. We'll do another video on that at some point. But right, that's the moment. So fight that urge. I spent years in that place, okay? And I shared it proudly. I was like, yeah, I'm that person. I take advantage of every moment that I feel well because I know tomorrow I might not be able to see. So I better be out there and do all the things, and go to Disneyland and work really hard and work myself into the ground. And that didn't work out so well, okay? That did not work out so well. I was really, really sick for many, many years. And I finally decided to let those days just be what they were, to hang out, to let them be, and to not push on those days, and to rest extra on those days. And slowly that started accumulating, and my body was able to utilize that time and to create a trusting relationship. Because if the body thinks it's healing, you want it to heal, you want to get better, and the body's like, yeah, the body wants to do that also. It's not fun for your body, okay? I promise you that. It's not enjoying the pain and the damage and deterioration. It's not enjoying that. It wants to feel well also. But if it thinks that all of a sudden when it gets better, you're going to go gung ho way beyond a natural human capacity, there's not a lot of incentive there. So build that relationship and that trust also of, on the good days, I'm also still listening to you. On the good days, I'm going to honor you. I'm still going to be in wellness. I'm not going to chuck it all now that I had a good day. So I hope that helps, right? Listen, stay with it. And yeah, always come find me here. We can go into more detail. You can feel free to ask me questions and let me know if this resonates. I have a feeling this is a very, very common experience. And I want to know how it goes. If you have a day coming up that you start to feel better, tell me. I want to hear how you handled it differently. Because I think most of us actually share this mentality that like, no, we got to make the most of it. And we feed that also in the community. Like, yep, I know. Yeah. So, you went and did a million things and the next day you crashed. We didn't do anything. It's nothing to wear a badge over. So, which I had to learn. the hard way. So I really, really hope this helps you and gives you some extra time feeling well. Wishing everybody lots of health.